Hi there. Today we are going to be working in our interactive notebook on pages 12 and 13, working on our variable foldable. So you're going to fold on the dotted lines, or cut on the dotted lines, and then fold on the solid line. So you cut around the perimeter of your notebook. And then when you get to these in between, you're going to cut and stop at the solid line. So that we have nice little foldable sections. You're then going to put a little bit of glue or tape on the very end here. This is going to be taped onto page 13 of your notebook. Once your foldable is in your notebook, we are going to write a few things underneath each of the tabs of the foldable. So underneath the tab for independent variable, we can write the initials IV and the definition. A variable that does not rely or depend on something else. And then we have dependent variable, which is a variable that is measured and changes based on other variables. So in our example, distance. And then a control where things stay the same to measure only the dependent variable. So these three things are underneath our flaps, and it's okay if yours stick out like mine do. On page 12, we are going to draw an example of our plane experiment and how we used independent, dependent, and controlled variables there. Once you set up your diagram on page 12, you can see I've drawn a distance line with a scale for my small, medium, and large paper planes. So with the small, it reached 7 feet. So I'm going to make a little birdie check mark. I could draw a paper airplane if I was artistic enough. For the medium, it hit 8 feet. I'm going to try to make the birds or the planes a little bit bigger. And then for the large, it was 21 and a half. So I'm going to really make it nice and big and kind of do a little dot. So we can see that the bigger the plane, the farther it went, versus smaller planes stayed smaller distances. Underneath it, I could write the examples again of my independent, dependent, and controlled variables, but my diagram may have taken the entire page, and that's perfectly fine if it did. So here is what pages 12 and 13 should look like. And again, with those definitions. So make sure that you have your 12 and 13 completed, and I will see you in the next video.